Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about, before we get into protein, is about how much you should be eating and making sure that you're eating enough. Because a lot of times when people are starting a program or they're looking to, lose fat, they are under the impression that they need to eat way less, or they need to skip multiple days in order to get the fat to drop off. And so it's okay to do intermittent fasting and stuff, but once you start really getting in the habit of doing prolonged periods of time of not getting nutrition in, your body goes into a starvation mode. And so what starts to happen is that it starts to hold on to that body fat instead of getting rid of it. And so it will start to use muscle as its energy source, and we really don't want to do that. So if you've been struggling for a long period of time with getting rid of body fat, that could be an issue. That could be you're eating way too low, and you're just burning more than you're taking in. And I mean, we do want to do that, but there is a set point that we don't want to eat below on top of the exercising calories that we're burning. So we talk about someone's BMR, or resting metabolic rate, or basal metabolic rate. And so it's a quick thing that you can do. You can go online, if you type in BMR calculator, the good ones will have another breakdown of the calories that you need just to, when you're sitting, and that's totally at rest, not doing anything, your body will burn anywhere between 1,200 to 1,800 calories, depending on the size of your body. But now if we start eating below that, or if we're just at, say we do your BMR and it's 1,500 calories, and now we're going into the day and we're going to do an hour of really high intense workout, or 45 minutes of high intense workout, and you're going to burn anywhere from another 300 to maybe 500 calories there. Then you maybe go walk the dog, you're going to do some laundry, do the garden, and now you're at such a deep caloric deficit that's where the issue starts coming into play. And the body says, hey, we need to hold on to these fat stores because we're not getting the nutrients that we need. We're not getting enough protein, we're not getting enough fat, and we're not getting enough carbs. So we need to hold on to it. But now if we are going to be at the 1,500 and we are going to be exercising, now let's increase our food intake a little bit more to help offset that, so we're not at such a drastic level. Basically, the rule of thumb here is that we do want to be at a caloric deficit. If we can be focusing on having a caloric deficit of about 500 calories per day, and again, not trying to get super focused on counting calories and stuff like that, but if we can increase our cardiovascular burn for the day, or it basically boils down to this. This makes it a little bit easier. Is if we're taking in 250 calories less per day eating wise, and we're burning an extra 250 calories per day, there's our 500 calorie deficit over the course of a week, 7 days. Theoretically, you would burn 3,500 calories, which equals 1 pound of fat itself. All right, so that's where we want to be. So basically what we do is that if you want to weigh yourself, that's fine. I don't encourage people to weigh themselves every day. But if we're focusing on eating really well, and we're eating 3 to 5 small meals per day, if we're eating them pretty frequently, eat till you're satisfied, and then we're going and we're working out, you'll start seeing your body composition changing. And if you stall out, then we'll go into a little bit more about how to break through plateaus once you have hit one. All right. So with that, today, just again, focus on figuring out what your BMR is, and if you're stuck, we need to increase what you're eating per day to a certain degree. All right. So we don't want to go overboard. All right. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.